All right, here we go. Let's do this. What up, my peeps? Got the sides coming at you. It's Friday evening in the backyard. Big shout out to the Crap Nation crew. What up, my peeps? All right. So, yeah, I was watching the latest installment of So You Think You Know Craps, uh, hosted by the one and only Jeff at Mid Atlantic Crap and G. Okay, the one and only Gargoyle. So, yeah. And I couldn't help but to, when I was listening, I came away with a good bit of, a nice tidbit there, which is something that I'm going to expand on today, which is uh, what one thing that G said is time is your enemy on the table. And that is such a true thing. Anyone that, does any type of gambling, that's what we do, knows that sometime at some point during your session you're up, but you didn't walk away and you stayed there, and a lot of it has to do with how you're playing too. If you're playing amongst friends, of course you're gonna stay there and play and play and play. But I'm gonna gear this session to where what's my money making session when I go out to play craps, and that's the coffee run. Okay, sometimes the coffee run is done with friends, and those of y'all that's been out on the coffee run, you know what I'm talking about. You're gonna get down there about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and you're gonna play for a known duration, probably about 2 to 3 hours, if that. And that's one variant of the coffee run, and the other one would be playing by yourself, depending on the situation. And a lot of time, because I go down there to my local casino in Choctaw, I find myself at the table. I don't have a crew with me, and I go down there, and it's like about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and that's my coffee run time. So that's what this session is going to be called, coffee run. So and let's see. Ideally, when I go down there for a coffee run, I'm looking for an empty table, maybe 1 to 2 shooters, because again, if you're going to be putting big money on the table, if you're putting money on the table anytime, you want to make sure you have a good landing zone, or at least if you're playing with a crew that they're blocking for you, ensuring that the landing zone stays clear. And so if you don't have a crew to block, that means when you go down there in the table, at 3 o'clock in the morning, ideal conditions, you're looking for the ideal conditions. uh, Maybe two to three shooters on the table, tops, and no major distractions. And normally at that time of morning, all the drunk folks are in bed. I have come across drunk folks down there at the table at 4 o'clock in the morning raising holy hell. And so if conditions ain't right, and then again too, my position, stick right two, has got to be open. If it ain't open, I ain't playing. I'll play because I'm out of bed at 4 in the morning. But if I got to shoot out of position, I'm not committing any serious cash. But let's say everything's ideal, conditions are ideal, and I'm gonna plus up my bankroll today. Going downstairs for the coffee run with 5,000. Okay, buying is gonna be 5,000, and I'm gonna set a goal of trying to make at least $3,000 during this next hour here. Because my coffee run session, they're not long. They normally only last about an hour to an hour and a half. And if I'm not getting any traction, I walk. I go back to bed. You know, not gonna stay there and give them my whole damn bankroll. So, all right, let's play this out. See how it goes, huh? All right. So it's a $25 table. I'm gonna play it as that anyhow. 25 whirl, $30 on the pass line, 10, 10, 10 up top on the ATS. And again, I only bet like this because I'm the shooter. Dice are coming to me. You know, I'm not betting this type of money I'm putting out here on the table. I'm only betting this on myself. So I wouldn't advise you to bet. Don't bet more on others than you would yourself. You know. All right, let's do this. We're gonna come out. Hey, so 213. All right, good shot. Let's get our tracker going here. 213. All right. So this world, our world's gonna pay 55. Cancel. I don't know what happened with the music. All right. Our world's gonna pay 55, but we gotta reset our pass line. Plus, we're pressing the world to 50, so that's a push all around. Not so much a push, but we get to press world bet to 50. Didn't rack anything, and the set, of course, is kissing threes. 2-6. Yeah, 2-6-6-3. 2-6. Hold up. 2-6-6-2. Hello. All right, let's get it right. All right, here we go. Dice off. Aces. Yes. That's what we want to see. Alright, come out game working nicely. Strong come out game. That's gonna pay 210 for the world. 220, my bad. And we got the hard shit out the way. Got them aces. Alright. Okay, and we're gonna press the world to 75 and reset our pass line. $30 for our pass line. Alright. Now this third level hit. That's some tough shit to get to, but yeah, you get to that third level, you doing awesome. Here we go. Alright, still looking for a point on the come out. Hey, so. Yeah, 314. Thought I had aces again. Alright, this 75 world comes down. 314. Alright, let's light up the 4. Alright. And of course, we're going 570 cross. Okay. Actually, it's going to be a little bit more than that. 6 and 8. 180 and a 6 and 8. And 150 and the 5 and 9. Want everything paying 210. Okay. And you know what? Since I hit the 4, I'm just gonna go 100 on the 4 and 100 on the 10. So not what I normally want to do. Normally put 50 on the 4 and 10. However, 4 is the point, so alright, and let's cover all the hard ways. All the hard ways for 5. Alright, that's a lot of exposure out there. So I'm thinking about getting my money off the table as quick as possible. So let's stay focused and make these starts. Here we go. Dice are moving. Dice are flying. Dice out. 314. Buckshot. Alright. Dice went up a little into the wall, but okay, gotta watch that. My dice tends to drift to the hook. And sometimes that is bad news. Because, you know, get up there in that mixing bowl, the dice is going to do what they want to do, not what you want them to do. So we get 200 for that. 30 for the pass line. Didn't I just go up on the hard ways? What the hell happened there? Thought I went up on the hard ways. Alright. And, alright. Point made. Back on the come out. 25 whirl. Just put 200 in the rack. Gotta reset the hard four. Alright. Alright. Back to that come out game. Alright, kissing threes, 2662. Dice out. Huh, looks like a 4, hard 4. Alright, back up on that 4. Let's light it up. So yeah, my style of player, I'm thinking so far I got 1 hit, I'm thinking 2 more hits and regress. Okay? These again, exposure is very high right now. Anything could happen, but just gotta stay focused. World bet comes down. We're back on the 4. Alright, here we go. Dice out. Alright, looks like a 426. Easy 6. Alright. Let's mark it. It's gonna pay 210. Yeah, on the coffee run, when you're down there in the coffee run, you know, this isn't to be sociable or anything, unless you're down there with a crew. Even then, you know, well, when you're on the table, anytime you're there to make money. However, the coffee run is something that is sacred. When you're up for a coffee run, hell, you're getting out of bed 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you know, 3, more like 3. You're going down to the table to try to make some quick money and get out. Get in and get out. Alright, here we go. Looking for 4. Dice on. Alright, 538. Easy 8. Alright. Let's mark it up. That's 3 hits. And that's going to pay 210. I'm going to reset the hard 8. You got to reset the hard 6 as well. Alright. 538. Okay. And regress. Okay, we got our 3 hits in. And we're going to go down to 160 old school, 160 across. So I'm take 200 bucks, put it aside. 40 change. And let's see what we're taking off the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, right at 600. Taking 600 bucks off the table. Okay. And we've regressed our bets down. to, it's normally a $15 table, but I like going down to 160 across, because it's a good base, a good platform to try and get to, to press your bets up, as opposed to going down to 15, then going, and plus, like I said, we've already put aside a nice little profit. All right, let's do this. Keep it going. Hey, so 5 deuce. Son of a. Alright, so yeah, nothing to write home about there. Shit. Ah. 5 deuce. Oh man, did I do that? I wasn't paying attention. And this is where Larry kept on nudging me in the damn, in my side, going, hey, Big Kahuna will come over and, hey, Saj, we got a perfect lay opportunity. And what did I do? I just had a perfect lay opportunity on the 5, because I hit the 6, I hit the 2, 3, 4, and 6. Needed a 5 for the. I wasn't paying attention. I should have had laid that 5. I'm up for 10, 10, 10. The proper lay on that would have been, I would have laid for 150 and collect 75. Instead of what I do, I overlooked it. That was my fault. Again, dumb. Okay, could have laid that and collect a nice $75, regardless of what you're making money. Okay, that's what we're able to do. Take the sure money. I surely wasn't thinking about that. All right. So we regressed to 160. Didn't recoup anything. Let's run it again. Damn short roll. Okay. We already got the table set at 860. So I'm gonna let that sit out there. And we just need to reset our pass line. ATS for $60 and 25 for the world. I missed up a perfect lay opportunity. This way, having a good buddy there with you would, point that out, make sure that you up on it, and I damn sure take the show. Always out, like Alfredo said, take the show money, man. Take the show money. I goofed. All right. Let's go to. I'm gonna go to a 2-6-6-3 cross 6 variant. All right, on the come on. Here we go. Damn. Hey, so. Midnight. Yes. There we go. All right, let's get the tracker going. Just hit that midnight boxcar. Yeah. Yes. That's what we want to see on our come out game. Nice hit there. Alright, that's gonna pay 110. Okay. Actually, we gotta reset the pass line, and we're gonna press the world to 50. So it's gonna be a net gain of $70. Okay. Alright. Yeah, get the hard shit out the way. Alright, sticking with a 2-6-6-3 cross 6 variant. Here we go on the come out. Dice zone. Alright, we got a 1-5-6. World bet comes down. Slide up to 6. Mark it. And put that in. 5-1-6. Alright. Alright. Time to put our game face on. And we up on all the hard ways for 5 each. And we're going 10 on the hard 6. Alright, so light up this 6. Alright, here we go. Dice on. Alright, we got a 2-3-5. Alright, so mark it up. 2-3-5. Alright, that's gonna pay 210. Put that $210 in our rack. That's hit number 1. Alright, looking for 6. Dice zone. Oh, the worst possible scenario. 5-2. Ouch. That's okay. That's okay. That one's gonna leave a mark. Ouch. Shit. Shit happens. Okay. Yeah, we took the $200, actually 300 off the table. Did not get a chance to regress and recoup anything. So go back in our chip rack. Let's reset the table real quick. Cost $860. Actually, 900. 6, 8, 9. Gets right at 920 to reset the table. Alright. Alright, so we're still back up. We're back up. Alright. And here's the next thing to keep in mind. Okay, that was a PSO there. Practically a PSO. Didn't regress. So if that happens 2 times back to back, it might be time to walk. Alright? So, right. Took a solid hit there. Let's do it again. Let's go change up the set 6-4, 4-2. Alright, and 3V variant. Alright. Still going 25 world. Ah. Dice zone. Alright, we got a 1-5-6. Forgot to, that is not a winner. I forgot to put in that 5-2. Hello. 5-2. Alright, and now we're on a 1-5-6. Light up the 6. Okay. And we're up on all the hard ways for 5. $10 hard 6. Okay. Might have just rolled that over, did I? Alright, we're looking for 6. 6, 4, 4, 2. Alright, here we go. Dice on. Right, looks like a 6, hard 6, front line. Okay. Ooh. Not the camera. Hard 6, front line. Split open like a pineapple that time. That's okay. We'll take it. Mark it. 210. And we'll get 90 for the hard 6. And 30 for the pass line. Alright. Nice little payday. Alright, we're back on the come out. 25 whirl. Let's do it. 6, 4, 4, 2. Sometimes this sets produce a lot of aces for me, so let's see what happens. Thanks. Midnight. Yeah, baby. So much for the aces. I'll take the other side. Alright. So that's going to be a net gain of $70 because we got to reset our pass line. And of course, we're pressing the whirl to fit it. Yeah. Alright. Why is my... Oh. I know what it is. 6, 4, 4, 2. Music keep going up and down. Damn Ring doorbell cam. Alright, here we go. Still on the come out. Hey, son. Alright, we got a 369. Light it up. Okay. Let's mark it. Okay. Alright, world bets down. Alright, now we're looking for 9. 6, 4, 4, 2. Alright, here we go. Hey, son. Alright, we got a 6-5 mid-more yo. Okay. So we got the 6, we got the yo. Okay. Alright. Looking for 9. 6, 4, 4 deuce. Alright. Think so. Alright, it's 134. Watch that. Okay. Let's mark it. Get your 200. Reset the hard for. Six, 4, 4 deuce. Alright, looking for 9. Hey, so it's a 2, 4, 6, easy 6. Okay. Mark it. 2, 4, 6. Okay. So get us 210. Hot 6 down, hot 6 back. Okay. And regress. We're gonna try to skin this elephant one bite at a time, or 3 bites at a time in my case. And we're gonna take 200 out, 40 bucks change. Let's see what we're taking off table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, it's 600. Taking 600 off the table. However, we did have that PSO, so all we're doing basically is recovering what we had out there. So, alright, we already got a 160 regression out there. Okay. Alright. 6, 4. Now it's up to the shooter to extend the roll. Alright, let's do this. There so. Alright, we got a 2, 3, 5. Did I put that in? 2, 3, enter. Okay. Alright. Got a little roll out on that. Just keep the dice scattered to a minimum. Okay, page 35. What are we gonna do here? Put 10 in the rack. Take the 5 to 50. Alright. 6, 4, 4 deuce. Alright, looking for 9. Think so. 2, 5. Son of a. I gotta watch that. My dice are drifting to the left hard. Ah. Damn. Okay. Short roll. Made it out the hand that time. Oh. I was about to say, hope I didn't screw up again. Needed an 8. Needed an 8 so I could lay the 10 for the ATS, but never got there. Never got a layup opportunity. Alright. Let's reset the table quick. ATS 10, 10, 10. 30 for the pass line. 25 whirl. And going up on all the hard ways for 5. Let's get all that out the way. Alright. Let's go to the 5, 3. 5-1, 2V set. Alright, here we go. Dice are moving, dice are flying. Dice on. Midnight! Yeah, baby. Woo! That's that come out game there. Alright. Getting the hard shit out the way. So we're gonna put 70 bucks in the rack, reset our pass line, and press the world to 50. It's a net gainer. 70 bucks. Alright. Let's stick with it. 5-3, 5-1. That's a straight up 2V. Nothing fancy. Dice out. Alright, we got a 5-4-9. Getting a lot of roll out. Don't like that. Alright. You ain't even gotta move the puck. We like the 9. Yeah. Watch that. 4-5-9. Alright, let's keep it going. Alright. 5-1, 5-3. Alright. I need to be aware of that hook. Need to stay away from the hook. Dice up. Midnight. Alright. Okay. Alright. Rubbish. Okay. Same set, I'm just gonna switch the dice around. Alright, here we go. Dice on. Not just a 10, but a hard 10. 10 hard 10. Alright, it's a good hit. It's gonna get 200. Let's mark it. 35 for the hard. Quarter in the rack, hard, 4 and 10 pressure. Alright, let's keep it going. Five, 1, 5-3. Alright, yep. Got the 4 on top. Looking for 9. Dice out. Oh, 5 dos. Son of a. Oh. Ah. Okay. Shit. Okay. Took 275 off the table that time. 5-2. Ouch. That's rough. Okay, so let's go back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 925. Alright, I'm gonna reset the table. Keep it simple. Ooh. Okay. So that's twice now we haven't been able to get out the hand. So that's not good. Alright, going back up to the 2-6-6-2. 25 world. Damn. Think so. Alright, we got a 4-6-10. Light up the 10. Mark it up. Okay. Just remembered something. Alright, here we go. Looking for 10. Think so. Alright, we got a 1-5-6. Alright. Just gonna pay 210. Back up on hot 6. Alright, we'll go. Think so. Alright, we got a 1-4-5. Let's mark it. There's 210. Okay. Two 6-6-2, kissing threes. Think so. Alright, we got a 4-5-9. Okay, 4-5-9 Nina. That's gonna pay another 210 bucks. And normally at this stage here, after 3 hits, what am I missing? Oh, I think I didn't, what did I not mark? Didn't mark something. That should have been 3 hits. I think I didn't mark a 4 or something. Was it a 4? It might have been a 4. Something I didn't mark. But after 3 hits, normally I would regress. However, we're gonna push the envelope just a little because we done took a couple of spills there. All right, let's keep it going. There so. All right, that's gonna be a 6-5 mid-mo. Yo. All I got gotta do is look at the track and I can see what number. What was it? 659. Okay. So I didn't mark the 6. That's what it is. Okay. Say so. Alright, we got a 268. Watch the hook, Sarge. Watch the hook. Dice drifting off to the hook. Alright, let's compare another 210. Alright, here we go, looking for 10. Looking for 10. Take some. Alright, looks like a 4, hard 4. And the banana split. But I'll take it. Nice pineapple open. Okay. 100 get you 2. And is that correct? I got 10. What do I have? The 4 and 10 pressed up. It might have been from the last hand. Alright, now hard 4 and 10 pressure, put a quarter in the rack, and regress. Alright, so we stayed up for 5 hits that time. We're taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Really? It's right at 1,000 plus, but we're gonna regress our bets down to 160. So we're gonna rack 900 and 10. There we go. We got our 160 right here. Regress our bets down to 160. Actually, let's go 50 on the 10. 50 on the point. Everything else got quarters on it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, stick with it. Hey, so. We got a 268. Okay. 35. Going to 60. Reset the hard 8. Alright, looking for 10. Take some. Looks like a 4, hard 4. Okay. Alright. Press the 50. Put a quarter in the rack. 70 bucks coming. Hard 4 money. And press them up. Hard 4 and 10 pressure. Did I mark it? Oh. Missing threes. 2662. Dice on. Alright. AC Deuce, the shocker. 213. Right. Just keep it going. Alright, looking for 10. 2662 is the set. Dice on. 426, easy 6. Alright. It's your 35. Nickel in the rack, go to 60. Actually, we got to reset the hard 6 and 8. Reset the hard 6 and 8. Because I am up on the hard ways, which can become a drag if you're not hitting them. Alright, here we go. Looking for that 10. Dice on. Looks like a 6, hard 6. Woo. Number looked a little funky there for a minute. I had to do a double take. Hard 6. Okay. 60, just 75 for 5. And 6 goes to 60. Hard 6 money. 50 for 5. Pays 45. And press the hard 6 to 50. Why the hell not? Okay. 2662. Alright, here we go. Dice up. Looks like an 8. Hard 8. Alright. This one, the hard ways is a good thing. Doesn't become a bankroll drag anymore. You gotta pay your rent. Alright, 50 for 5. We're gonna press the hard 8. And we got 60, 75 for 5. Let's take that 8 to 90. Alright. Looking for 10. Dice on. Shot roll. 6-1 on the shot roll. Dice just hit flat and kind of petered out. Son of a. Alright. Okay. It was pressed up pretty good. After regression, we took another 2 right at 275 off the table, so not too shabby there. Left a lot on the table. However, never know where the roll's gonna go, so you got to press and press. Press, collect, press, collect. Do something. Alright. That was a decent little hand. Okay. So in the scheme of things, I would say don't want this video to drag on for too long. Where we at in time? Ooh, really? 55 minutes in already. God damn. Alright, we'll run one more hand. Like I said, the coffee run session normally doesn't last no more than 2 hours to 3 hours tops. You know, and that's a lot. You know, duration. You know. So, alright, let's go back up. 10, 10, 10. And the ATS, 30 in the pass line, 25 whirl. Alright. You know what? I'm not going to change set. I'll stick with this 2662. Normally I like to go to the cross 6 variant. Alright. Let's do it. Think so. Alright, we got a 6.5 mid-mode. Yo! Yeah! Alright. I think damn near every hand I hit a horn and to come up. That's a good thing. Okay, so 30 for the pass line, 55 for the whirl. Hey, press the whirl to 50. Get to put 60 bucks in the rack. Alright, here we go. Okay, so. We got a 549. Okay. 459. Slide it up. Yeah, you know what? Let's go 200 and then 9. For our odds. Okay. World bet falls. Alright, here we go. Looking for 9. Okay, so. Buckshot 639. Who's your daddy? Buckshot. Alright. Get your 300. And then 30 for the pass line. And 25 back up for the whirl. Alright, let's do it again. Alright. Put that back on 150. And of course, we are never working on the come out. No. Alright. Thanks, son. 639. Let's relight it. Okay. Let's make it look like 200. we go. Looking for that 9. Dice. Fucking 5-2. Oh. Ouch. Ugh. Didn't see that dumb shit coming. Alright. So, let's stop here. Damn. Okay. Alright. 5-2 and we are out. Okay, let's see where we at. Time to color up. Alright. Our buy-in was 5,000. These are 2 yellow chips here. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5. 5. That's 3,000. 3,000. 4,000. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4,500. 1 black 46. 47. 48. 49. It's looking like we are right at, I'm just gonna say, yeah, that's a hundo right there. 5,000. So after all that for our coffee run, we made a damn dime. However, it was a push. And when we say blackjack, push is a win. I'll take the win. Take my behind back to bed. So I'm walking away with my 5,000 that I bought in for. Oh well. And we'll give it a shot later on in the day. But only at the coffee run will you ever see me play like this. Or if I'm playing with friends, I got blockers on the table and stuff. You know, we, have a table reserve and everybody's on the same sheet of music. If I'm playing with a bunch of, just random folks, yeah, not happening. I'm not committing this kind of money. I'll go my usual 66 or 110 inside, 160 across, all that. But to be going 560 across, $960, not happening. All right, we're gonna stop here, shut it down. Yo, this been Asaj getting it in on Friday night. Stay safe, my peeps. Asaj out. All right, where we go? And we are out.